Hello everyone. Today I thought of revising some national parks, basically the protected areas of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Goa, Odisha, and Jharkhand. These five states I thought of revising. So we are going to do active recall basically. I'm gonna take a name of any species or any biosphere reserve, or let's say Ramsar sites or any hills or any lake, and we will zoom zoom out to see where do they actually belong. Okay, so let's start with Similipal National Park. So this is a national park present in Odisha, and it's also a UNESCO biosphere. It's a part of UNESCO biosphere reserve, and it's basically uh, known for which species. We can see that it's known for the most important of which is olive ridley turtle, which is an endangered species, and it is found in the rivers of Rushikulya and Gahir Matha. Okay, fishing cat is a nocturnal species which is vulnerable, and Indian pangolin is also under the vulnerable category, which is found in Odisha. Then in critically endangered species you have white-rumped vulture, and some other species include mugger, salt crocodile, which is basically found in the Bhitarnika National Park, which is also there, and Irrawaddy dolphins in the Chilka Lakes. Now, if we see Chilka Lakes over here, then immediately I get recalled of that Chilka Lake is a Ramsar sites, and it is Asia's largest brackish uh, lake, and it is famous for migratory birds. In Bhitarnika uh, National Park, which is also a Ramsar site, it's basically known for estuarine crocodile, basically what the salt crocodiles. Then the hills that are found here are Eastern Ghats, Deomali Hills, and Mahendragiri Hills. Left portion is the wildlife sanctuary. So here you will find Nandankanan, Chilka, Debrigad, Ushakoti, and Satkosia. See, there are more, but I think these are the most important ones. So with this, we cover Odisha. Now, if I just close this and recall that how many species we talked of, then we can easily recall that under the critically endangered. I'm opening this for you, but I'm just talking. You can also uh, not look at it and then recall of that. We saw that under the critically endangered we had white rumped vulture, then we had endangered में olive ridley turtle, then the river attached to it, then vulnerable had fishing cat and Indian pangolin. So this is all about Odisha. Its neighbor is Jharkhand, where the recent Ramsar site has been added, that is Udva Biosphere, bird sanctuary. It's a bird sanctuary. Uh, Udva Bird Sanctuary, which is basically a lake. So that forms the Ramsar site. It has one important national park, that is Betla, and one important wildlife sanctuary, that is Dalma Wildlife Sanctuary. Important species found here are three: Indian pangolin, same as Odisha, then Indian elephant, which is important, and white-rumped vulture. Okay, similar to what the critically endangered species over here in Odisha. I hope these two will be clear to you. You can also take a screenshot and revise it, okay? Next, we will come again for two neighbors, that are Gujarat and Rajasthan. So, let's take Rajasthan first. Here you have National Park Ranthambore, Kyola Dev, very important. Desert National Park, very important, asked in the previous year questions. Kyola Dev is again uh, a Ramsar site, and it is also, I think, famous for migratory birds. Then Sambar Lake is also a Ramsar site over here. Then you have a bird sanctuary, Kyola Dev Khana, then Tal Chappar, and under wildlife sanctuary we have Mount Abu, Kumbhalgarh, and Jaisa Mand. Critically endangered species basically here is Great Indian Bustard, and Aravali range is found here. One video, I think I will also revise species, and then we will cover all these Great Indian Bustard, then olive ridley turtles, all this. Okay, now if we close, we can recall off easily that in the national park we saw there was Ranthambore, Kyoladev, and Desert National Park, out of which Kyoladev was a Ramsar site as well with Sambar Lake. And then Mount Abu, Jaisalmer, and Kumbhalgarh formed the wildlife sanctuary, and bird sanctuary may you also had Kyoladev Khana, Dal Chapar, and critically endangered over here, very famous is Great Indian Bustard, and for the mountains you have Aravali ranges. Then now let's come to Gujarat. See, I think this is something which is very important. I mean, the mention of certain sites or certain species over here is something that was very important. However, there are more, but I have learnt only these many, and some other I may add in terms of species or anything which are in news. So, Gujarat, it has Gir National Park, which is very, very important and known for Asiatic lions, right? Then Blackbuck National Park, then Marine National Park. You have Girnar Hills over here. With the Gir name, you can see Girnar Hills. Then under the Wildlife Sanctuary, you will have Gir again. Then Wild Ass Wildlife Sanctuary, Thor, and Mitiala. Ramsar sites में you have Nal Sarovar Lake, Thol Lake, Khijadia is also a Ramsar site. And then you have Bird Sanctuary, which is Great Indian Bustard, and Nal Sarovars. Again, same. So this is about these two. Now let's come to Goa. It's a small state. It has two important national parks, that is Bhagwan Mahavir and Molem National Park. Okay. Then you have same Bhagwan Mahavir is also a wildlife sanctuary. Then you have Bondla and Netravali and Kotigao. These are the wildlife sanctuaries over here. Then you have critically endangered species में Indian pangolin. Now tell me from here, Indian pangolin, if you remember, we saw it in 3 states, right? We saw it in we saw it here, Indian pangolin. Then we also saw it here, Indian pangolin, in Odisha and Jharkhand as well. Then in mountain ranges, you will find Western Ghats, Sahyadri Hills over here. In bird sanctuary, you will find Salim Ali, and Ramsar site is only one, that is Nanda Lake. Okay. With this, we have, I think, covered 5 states today, and I will continue to post more if you will like to. But this is only for my revision. I thought of sharing with you all. Thank you.